Hey, this is Caleb. I'm just gonna show how to get two little bubbles out. These have like some air in them as well. Typically, whenever it's been heat cycled in the sun, it's a little bit more difficult. You end up getting a little bit of a white line. So if it's caught early on, I'll show that process first, how to get it out. So you take a hypodermic needle, you can get these at Walgreens. There's a little flat piece of the needle right here. So what we're gonna do is use that flat piece up, and I wet my finger, I push over to put pressure right here, and then I'm gonna put the top of the needle up. You can even bend it up a little bit. You don't wanna be coming in like this with your needle, because that's whenever you start to scratch paint. What you wanna do is create a wall right here, push in, and you wanna be parallel with the paint so you're not scratching the paint whatsoever. So you put pressure on it. Let's go right here. And it's starting to slowly drain. I get a little bit of that soapy water on my finger, so it's slippy. And I'll just back out that flat piece that I was telling you about on the video a second ago. That needs to be halfway inside the bubble and halfway out. And what that's doing is just creating a way for the fluid to come out. So once you kind of get to that point, kind of massage it a little bit. So now, what I'm left with at this point is a big air bubble. We want to try to avoid doing this. This little cloudiness around here is going to 100% cure out. This bubble, now that it doesn't have any fluid in it, if it dries, it's actually going to create a pretty decent problem for the PPF. So again, I'll just lick my finger so it's wet, so it slides across the PPF. I'm gonna come in, same way, put pressure on it, puncture the PPF. I'm gonna push all the air out. I'm gonna slowly back out the needle. So the needle's still halfway in the hole. I'm getting the air out. And now at this point, it's almost ready to come out, but I still have a tiny bit of air in there. So I'm gonna wet my finger again, put pressure on top, and I'm gonna slide both my hand and my finger together. So now it's completely out of the hole. So you wanna put your finger on the sharp part and pull out at the same time so you don't poke yourself, because it's not pleasant. So now that bubble is gone, this is all going to completely go away. So now let's focus on this other bubble right there. Zoom in a little bit more. Hopefully that's clear enough. Okay, so what we'll do in this one is I'm gonna go ahead and get the liquid out and try to just leave. I'm trying to mess it up intentionally so that we have a bunch of air in there. So what I'm gonna do, let's pretend like this bubble has been there for a while. I'm gonna pump some air into it, going straight back into that same hole. Okay, so now it has some air in it. So let's pretend that this whole area around it is all white from just adhesive. So if there's no air in your bubble whenever you're starting, what you need to do is you need to get your soap solution. Depending on which needle you get, sometimes you can completely take it out, which is preferred. so that we can actually squirt some soapy water into that. So I'm gonna put some soapy water in here. Okay. All right, so now, as you can maybe see on the video, we're pumping out some fluid now. We want to get all the air out, just like they do at the doctor's office in your vein. Okay, so now that we're there, let's pretend like this bubble has been here for a while and the sun has hit it a little bit. You're gonna do the same thing, put pressure on one side, make sure that your flat part of your needle is up. We'll puncture, and then we're gonna fill it up with liquid, firm. Like, we want it to have enough liquid to where it's actually lifting up, and we wanna go a little bit past the little white section that's gonna be formed around it. So let's put a decent amount of pressure of liquid. See how it's expanding up here now? That's okay. So at this point, let's spray a little bit of our soapy solution on there. We're gonna massage around the edge, like so. And then the same thing. You want to put pressure on it, flat part of your needle up, and squeeze out the water. If you have a big bubble, like this one's a big one, we're gonna get 90%, if not 99% of the fluid out. Stop, keep the needle in, massage around a little bit so that your soap is all getting to the whole surface, and then push it out again all the way to the needle, and then at that point you back out the needle and slide your finger at the same time, and then you can take your fingernail, massage that out a little bit, because the PPF is going to heal. All these little surface scratches that we put on it, it's going to self-heal with the heat of the sun, including the tiny little prick from the needle is going to not completely seal up, but it's not going to create an issue at all. So there we go.